What do you want to do?
I'll do this one.
Mm-hmm. And Squanchy's a cat.
In case you put Squanchy's a cat on. Doesn't matter.
I'll do this one. Doesn't matter. It's not like we don't both talk about it.
Yeah.
Hold on. Who did this book? Jordy Belair.
Mm-hmm. And Vanessa
Del Rey. What a delicious name.
I'm recording. Welcome to CBFU from the shop. This is the week of August 9th. Very good. Yeah. August 9th. We didn't need Sam to tell us the date because we knew the date.
I don't need Sam for anything.
Nope.
Not even to record. Just go, Sam. Walk the traffic and never come back.
This video could stop at any time and we won't know.
We won't know.
But while the video is going, would you like to start?
Sure, of course. Whatever. The first book we're going to do is image book here, Redlands, done by Jordy Belair and Vanessa Del Rey on art, I think, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, the first compliment I'll give it is the art is beautiful. I do like the art style in the book. But the story was a little bit, I guess, confusing a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I guess straightforward happens. I'm guessing they're dealing with, it's like a hick town, and they're dealing with what it seems to me like witches, right?
Yeah, I think
right? So. But then there's, so like it takes place in like a hick police station, a police precinct, and I guess they're trying to hang these witches, and I guess that backfires on them. Yeah. It's hard to tell because
they don't show any of it.
They don't really show any of it, and I only have to use what I learned in grammar school. There's little things called context clues to figure out that these witches probably escaped death. Mm-hmm. And then, the prisoners that they have down there kind of play a part into it, though I don't really know why. Yeah. And I think maybe they become demons, but I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty, but and the dialogue is fun, mm-hmm. but I don't quite know what's going on, and that kind of bothers me.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I mean, there were some really cool parts. I like the part with the little girl who goes down into the cell.
Yeah.
And it's like there's a demon there and everything. So they're like cool parts, but it feels like I missed an issue.
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
It feels like there was a whole thing where they this whole history with the witches, and when they're trying to burn the witches. I feel like I missed all that.
Yeah.
So we're just left with guessing.
And I don't mind, trying to figure things out, or leaving little clues in school. But I need them to be. I would like them to be a little bit more obvious. Yeah. I guess But that's it. It wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. I'd probably give it 6 out of 10 Blue
Looks. Yeah, right? I think that's fair. It was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good.
I can at least intriguing enough to check out the second issue and see what the hell's going on, hopefully.
if they decide, or it goes 50 years in the future and they skip over.
Whatever.
Ever. Our next book, this is another of the Marvel Generations one-shots. This is Jean Grey. This is by Colin Bunn and R.B. Silva on art. I like this one better than the Hulk one. I didn't really care for the Hulk one. I thought the Hulk one, the art wasn't that great in the Hulk one-shot. And the story was just okay. This one I enjoyed more, but again, the one shot, I mean, there doesn't seem to be much to it.
No.
I mean, yes, the past and the present day are meeting, and yes, they have a little adventure together, but at least for the first two, it doesn't seem to be any, results or,
no
repercussions.
Outcome, no repercussions. Everything is just...
It just seems to return to status quo at the end.
Everything is the same as when she first started the issue. She's... I mean, it is cool, kind of presenting this notion, what do I tell the most powerful mutant? Well, myself, the most powerful mutant on the planet. Do I tell her what she becomes? And it's
the pervy guy who's following you, his mastermind, and he's gonna screw up your mind. But I won't tell her anything. She'll be fine. Everything's gonna be fine.
I mean, but it is a cool notion. I kind of wish they ran with it a little bit more now, and. But I guess they're not gonna run with it ever again because that's it, right? That's.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it I mean, I guess maybe it continues in Legacy. I mean, since it continues in her comic.
I guess it continues in the ongoing. So.
And I guess she knows a little bit more now than she did before, but I mean, not really that much. No. So it's I'm wondering where what's the point? What's the point of these one shots if it's not going to change anything?
That's it. The journey in the book was cool.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I like where it went. I like the guys they came up against. So I'll leave that up to the reader because I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the action that happens in it is awesome. And so that has that one.
Yeah, no,
and I guess it doesn't have to change everything to be good, but it would be nice to see.
Yeah, no, I feel like it was like Generation. I feel like it should be something more.
Right, exactly. Like
But-
such a big,
Yeah.
event going
Yeah.
on, and you think something would happen, but no, nothing.
That being said, I don't read I haven't read the Jean Grey series,
Same.
and I had no trouble starting with this issue. So it's a perfect one shot, perfect jumping on point. I just don't know what the point is, but it was a good jumping on point. I would give it. I would.
Oh, sorry.
No.
I'm guessing that they're just supposed to be well written stories. I guess just a good kind of classic story. Is that? I'm guessing that's the only point, which is fine. I mean, that's fine if that's what it is. But yeah, I guess you do expect something more.
Yeah, I have a feeling like some of them will be more important than others.
Yeah.
I think like the Thor one probably will be more important than some of these. I think the Bendis ones will probably be more important than some of these.
Right.
I think it depends on each issue will be different, the level of importance. But it wasn't bad. It was a good one shot. I would give it 6 out of 10 Lugos.
I think that's a fair assessment of the book. Alright, so I think this is the long-awaited
Yes.
the Mr. Miracle comic by Tom King and Mr. Odds. I know at least everybody in this room has been looking forward to this book because Tom King's been killing it on Batman, and he killed it on that Vision book.
Yeah.
So it's great. Honestly, the art is awesome. The art is awesome in the book. And the story, a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of like puzzled, very pieced together.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah, it's like a puzzle, and but it's just so well written, and this is Tom King is just like on a roll.
Yeah.
It kind of I don't want to say too much. I think that you should read the book because it's hard to really put into a summary, but. I guess I think maybe even the synopsis talk about it being like him doing like his greatest trick, and there's a lot of him trying to escape death and everything, and like kind of the way he makes it play out is it's great, and it leaves like some questions, but like intriguing questions like I really wanted to read the next issue, find out
like now,
right now. I wish it was out so I knew what was going on.
I don't know if first of all his work on like the Vision was also 12 issues was great. It's one of the best books Marvel put out like last year. If you haven't read it, go find it in like trades because it's really really good. I think this is going to be in that same vein. Yeah. Because I think once you read the whole thing, I think you're going to look back at this issue and say, oh, of course, that's what we're doing. Because they're like hints and clues that as he goes through the story, not everything is what it seems, or not everything is all right, even though it seems like pretty like straightforward for his life. Something's wrong. Something's up.
Like I thought I had. I mean, before we spoke briefly about it before, but I thought I had some of it figured out, but I'm starting to think. I don't really think that it is what. I think he wants maybe you to think that that's where it's going, but I think it takes place before certain events in the DC universe. Yeah. But not really. So, but you'll see. Actually, it's a really great book, really well written. I'd give it a good 9 out of 10.
Yeah, no, definitely.
For sure.
Really
just only
good.
because I'm like a little confused.
Yeah, but really good. Definitely pick that up. If you're only gonna pick up one book this week, that's definitely the one.
9 out of 10. I don't like you making a fool out of me, Tom King. I know you're wrong.
He watches all.
Make a fool out of me.
He watches all our videos.
I know he does.
Okay, our last book of the week. This is Inhumans: Once and Future Kings, by Christopher Priest, making his return to Marvel, and art by Phil Nato. First, let me just talk about the art. The art is really, really good.
Oh, it's awesome.
I love the art. I love Phil Nato's art, and this is just really, really beautiful stuff.
Oh yeah, I knew you were gonna love Phil Nato.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Phil Nato. The story is basically an origin story when they were all, I guess, they're teenagers, probably.
Yeah.
But it's really good. I don't remember many Inhumans like stories from the past where when the Unspoken was the character's name, it was still the king and everything. So it's a really good little origin story. It was just good. The art's beautiful. The story kept me engaged. Yeah. I mean, Baby Lockjaw is adorable.
Yeah, he's adorable, of course. Market it.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I like how very like Game of Thrones. He
Yeah.
was like very,
Yeah.
very, very in that vein. Obviously not quite as violent or as sexy, but
Yeah, I feel like this is what Marvel wanted to do with the
The
Inhumans,
Inhumans.
but just never, at least to this point, worked out that way.
no. But this actually they hit the nail right on the head with it. Like this is how it should have been.
Yeah.
Like there's already tales of deception and kidnapping, treachery, and slavery.
Yeah. Kings and queens and
Yeah.
kings wanting younger queens.
Yeah,
It's really
yeah.
good. It's really good. And
And I guess there was some sexiness.
yeah,
Just
a little
sexy.
implied. One thing I didn't know, this character confused me a little bit.
Yeah.
This guy, because I thought it was happening all like in the very past.
But no,
But this guy's like, I don't know who he is, and that confused me a little bit.
yeah, he's everybody's dressed a certain way.
Yeah.
Very like classic. And then
He's
this
in
guy's
this
got
hoodie.
like, a baseball cap and like earbuds.
Yeah. So that confused me a little bit, but it didn't take away for anything. I'm sure that'll be a mystery that'll be like
Addressed.
addressed in the book. But yeah, really good. If you're looking for a good like Inhumans book, like an origin story, I would definitely recommend this.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I generally don't. I don't find myself getting into a lot of Inhuman stuff,
Yeah.
especially not lately, because
Yeah.
I get so forced on my throat.
Yeah.
That's actually a fine book.
Yeah.
Great book.
I feel like if Marvel wants to do more Inhuman stuff, this is the direction to take it in.
Yeah, definitely.
Like separate, but I mean it's part of the Marvel universe, but it's also its own thing. I think that's the way it's got to be.
Yeah, and instead of like a kind of well, this is kind of our replacement for this.
Yeah.
And well,
These are our mutants. We don't have mutants, so this is the mutants.
Let's weave it in.
Yeah.
Actually, it works so well on its own that you should like honor that.
Yeah.
That's
just
great.
like I mean the best Inhuman stories have been like part of the Marvel universe, but like separate from them, and that's fine. They don't have to be. They don't have to be the mutants. They don't have to be X-Men. They can be their own thing in their own like corner of the world.
But even the best X-Men stories are just X-Men stories.
Yeah.
They're not really
Yeah.
involved with everything else. Like, and that's the same for them. So
Yeah,
I mean,
fine.
if you go in this direction, you're gonna win clearly.
Yeah, no. And as Christopher Priest, he hasn't been at Marvel since I don't know.
Was that Christopher Priest?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You don't know the little black box with the words and
Black words in there too.
Huh?
There's black words in Mr. Miracle too.
Oh, that's true. That's true. So it was really good, and Christopher Priest comes back to Marvel, and I really liked it. I would give it 8 out of 10.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's a good score.
So a bunch of good books this week.
A lot, yeah.
More, I see Secret Empire, the next Secret Empire there. I see Detective Comics came out. A bunch of books. So
A bunch of
Big
books.
bunch of books, lots of
Green Arrow
books.
this weekend.
I have no idea what's going
Was it Green Arrow?
I don't know.
I don't
last
remember.
week?
I think it was last week.
But anyway, happy anniversary to Hello Creeps.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Happy anniversary.
Hey, I'm
Hello
on that
Creeps.
show.
He is. Wait, this is Frey from Hello Creeps?
Wow.
I had no idea.
Isaac's never listened to that once.
I haven't.
Me neither.
Oh, fun.
See you next week. Bye bye.